Whiskey's Crypto Cave here, and you've probably seen a bunch of these boxes lately. This is my AL0. It was supposed to come in Wednesday, or Tuesday I should say, but it came in a little early, which I'm not going to complain about. So it's Monday night, just got home from work, and I'm going to get her all set up and get a hit hashing. Just because I have a feeling every day is going to count. So it's a little trickier to do this with one hand. I'm gonna have to give myself a freaking goddamn paper cut with cardboard. And that's still my other outdoor hotspot. My PoE injector and power line adapters, which I'm gonna try to use at the fiance's house because I didn't mess around with quite yet. But there she is. I got mine without the power supply. So just because I already have one right here. I'll leave a link to this eBay, or not eBay, Amazon link in the description below. 180 watt one, 19.5 volts. Comes with all kinds of adapters and all kinds of shit in here. So, but this is the same one I've been using with the other KS0s, and those are overclocked to about 120 watts or so. That's what they're doing at 160 gigahash. I think it's about what it is. This bastard's tight in here, son of a bitch. So. There we are. Got it out. Looks pretty much identical to the KS0. Just hopefully don't drop it. But as you can see, AL0. Warranty labels, all that fun stuff. So time to get her up and get her hashing. So I'll probably do the second half of the video after it hashes for about 24 hours or so, and then see how it's doing. So we'll pick up when she's up and running. Here we are, about 24 hours after turning it on. A little bit more than that. It is 9:28 p.m. It was turned on at about 8:50, 8:55 last night. And we are sitting at about 2.7 Alephium. So that works out to be, as you see, about $4.68. So yeah, way down. Set the payout at 10, so every 10 Alephium, so basically every 4 days or so I'll get a payout. That's just going to get longer and longer and longer as the hash rate keeps increasing. Difficulty is at 387.21 terahash. It was as high as 440 something earlier today. It did drop down, so maybe some hash rate fell off. Bitmain has been probably testing all their AL1s, so they're hammering the network right now. So hopefully they don't run them too long and get... may have a little bit of a reprieve once they ship them, but they're just going to get into customers' hands and the network's going to get pounded again. So we're going to track the profitability on this bad boy, see how long it's going to take to break even. I'm guessing 6 to 8 months, if not more. If it ever does, it all depends on how many of those damn AL1s they produce. So we'll keep track of it and see how she goes. We were back on the computer, and at the first two clips, it was the first night that I got the AL0 in. That was on Monday night, and then the second clip was from Tuesday night after it's been running for about 24 hours. And right now it is 11:13 Wednesday morning, and we're going to continue to give an update. As you see here on mining pool stats, the Alephium hash rate, huge spike, basically doubled from like 3 petahash up to peak of almost 7 at the peak. 6.98, and bulk of that, as you can see, that mirrors that. That's pretty much on Antpool, so that is pretty much Bitmain probably burning into miners and testing the miners. So before they ship them out, and it looks like they gradually, my guess is they're probably shipping out right now, or getting close to, or getting ready to be boxed up and shipped out very soon. So the hash rate has been dropping, which is good for us that are mining it right now. Because I did my AL0, like I said, did come in on Monday. And let's pop over to ViperNet is where I'm mining it at. And as you can see, currently I mined about 4.8 Alephium. Current value is about $8. I have payout set to 10. So once it gets to 10, it's going to pay out. I have that immature in over the last 24 hours. is about 3.1. This difficulty was at 440 something on probably Tuesday night. You might even see it. Might have been 4 something. Or might have been 380 something on the second clip on the Tuesday night. And then the first night was 440 something. So it has been gradually coming down, which is good for now, but it's only going to go right back up as soon as these miners get into people's hands. So, and they start to get turned on. So the hash rate is going to spike back up again. But for now, we're going to get some increased rewards. They're going to be very short-lived, and then it's going to get ugly. So, was this the best decision to purchase? Starting to second guess myself, just because it's going to get a little hairy here. But there are some things that will help my situation, I guess you could say, as far as when I hop over to the spreadsheet, as far as, because I didn't spend cash. I used Ethereum that I had to purchase it back on July 22nd it was, and as you'll see, the price was substantially higher and than what it is currently is by like $1,000. So actually, let's do that right now. Let's hop over to the spreadsheet and I'll go over there's a bunch of different things I'm going to track with this one that I haven't done, which I wish I would have done on like the KS0s and the KS2 and all that stuff. But anyway, obviously didn't receive a payout yet, so there's no payouts or anything logged here. So there's no mine value or anything like that. But as I get the payouts from Lithium, then I'm going to log them here. And then obviously the percentages and all that kind of stuff are going to change. But the Lithium price on July 22nd when I ordered a miner was $2.01. If I would have spent the $834.03, right there is what in US dollars is what I spent, which I'll throw up on a screen here, a screenshot of my IceRiver order that you'll be able to see. And so that's what I spent US dollars wise. And then, but I used Ethereum that I had and it spent Ethereum on it. And I'll throw up another screenshot of my wallet address there that shows the transaction on July 22nd. I spent 2.24342 Ethereum. The value of Ethereum on that day was $3,442.80. And the current value of that same amount of Ethereum is $605. So that's a positive for me right now. So basically I got a miner worth $834 on something that's currently worth $600. If you want to see it that way, kind of. Not really, but because if Ethereum goes higher than that, then it costs me money. But I'm going to track all of this stuff. This is going to auto update anytime I refresh the API. Let's give her a refresh now. So that says 605.32. Let's see what it changes to. Of course, CoinGecko getting the. All right, that was happening a couple times this morning when I was trying to set it up too. So, oh well. But if you go over here to current prices, this tab, this is where all the data is that's being pulled on the API from CoinGecko and getting the current price. So that price is based off of Ethereum price of $2,486.75. So you had that. But anyway, and then the second line here, a Lithium purchase on 7/22. This is hypothetical. I didn't actually purchase them, but say hypothetically I did, and I spent $834.03 in US dollars to buy a Lithium on that date at $2.01. I would have purchased 414.94 Lithium. Current value of that Lithium at today's price on, which is right here, is going to be $1.70 something, $1.75. So that current value of a Lithium purchase is 414 times $1.75. You can see K4 times the current prices tab A2. A2 is that field right there. So that's how it's calculating that. So, and then the US dollar, like I said, was the 834.03. And then as things change and I mine coins and stuff like that, all this stuff that totally Lithium mined is going to change in the alpha in US dollars, mine value, current value, future value price, all that good stuff. And I just put a future Lithium price of $4 because right around where the high was. And then a break-even price of a Lithium, and this will change. This will go down as I mine more Lithium, so on and so forth. So, and then that is my Lithium address that I'm mining to. It is a new address just for this device, so there's nothing else being mined to that address. So we'll just keep track of it separately, and we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking it's gonna get pretty ugly. when I first ordered, I thought, oh yeah, I should be able to, as long as I can get it in and have a good month mining on it before the AL1s from Bitmain hit, that'll be in good shape. Not really sure that's going to happen. I might only get like a week or two of mining it before the AL1s hit. So we'll see. Time will tell as far as how this works out. If lithium gets a nice price appreciation, then it's not really going to matter. But there's no guarantee of that. So because from GPU mining and stuff, I'm still not at the goal I wanted to hit for lithium. So hopefully this AL0 can help get me there, and then I could get to the amount of the lithium that I would like to have, which the amount that I need is about 697, I think, is where I need to get to. 697 lithium to get to the goal of where I want to get, which will be more than enough to pay this off unless a lithium tanks. So I can mine that amount. I'd be happy. Probably going to take a while, but we'll see, because I'm only at about 3 a day. Probably going to take about 200 plus days to get there. And we all know that number is not going to stay at 3 a day. That number is just going to go down. The only positive is this thing only uses 100 watts. So at my electric rate, it's about 28 cents a day is all it burns. So I do have a fair amount of headroom as far as that goes. And I am actually kicking around. So I need to do like a little smaller solar setup for the shed just to do the run like the KS0s and the AL0 on, and just put a couple panels on the shed roof, or even do like an array on the ground. I've been kicking that around. Goddamn chunk change videos got me interested in doing solar stuff for low power stuff. So, but who knows? And that's always, it'll be a fun little project to mess around with, but that will be down the road. I just have deck project I gotta get finished, and hopefully the contractor could get here soon to get that done, and some other things. But but hey, next spring if crypto takes off or something like that, might be able to cash some in and buy some solar stuff for the house. But we'll see what happens there. But anywho, back to the point of this video is though, we're just going to track a bunch of different metrics as far as breaking even, how long it's going to take. Actually, I should notate here, what the hell was Monday's date? So today's the 28th, so it's 8:26. 8:50 p.m. is about when this I went online. Pretty much right around at the time that it was up and running and all that stuff. So I'll have to notate that that's the date that it was turned on, and we'll see how long this takes. So, since it doesn't cost a whole lot to run, even if I don't break even, I'm just going to run and let it run until it either dies or breaks even, or get my money back. Because 25, 28 cents a day, whatever it's going to cost, that's enough to eat. You can eat that in a power bill and not really hurt anything. So we'll let this bad boy go. I could probably even do maybe like monthly updates on it. Maybe I'll do like a combination update on the AL0s and the KS. The KS2 is just about paid. It was paid off, and then Caspa dropped below 17 cents again. So, but like the breaking even price of Caspa is around the 18 and a half cents mark, and then that KS0's paid off, air quotes. So, but this damn stool I'm sitting on keeps on clinking and clanking. So, but anyway. That's it for this video, though. We'll just keep an eye out for future videos. We're going to track the break even of this bad boy and see how things go. Hopefully it works out. There's no guarantees. So, but like I said, we'll track a bunch of different things and see what is the better decision as far as whether I should have bought the lithium or should have used maybe actual US dollars and not spent the Ethereum. And then how long it's going to take to... But another thing, how long it will take to recoup the 414 lithium that I could have bought on that day. That's another thing I can track as far as how long. So, but we got a bunch of different things we can track here, a bunch of data. So, kind of geek out on some of this stuff. And as you can see, kind of in the spreadsheets, I mean, I have all kinds of different shit going on down here. So, but I mean, this is mostly all monthly stuff, and gradually just keep adding to this spreadsheet more and more tabs, and it's getting kind of ridiculous, but. it's maybe I should just start making some new actual individual spreadsheets for this different stuff, but it's kind of convenient having everything all together. So we'll leave it this way for now, and if it gets too out of control, then I'll start creating new ones, or maybe some of the ones like for example, the KS0s. I'm not really tracking this anymore. I haven't tracked that since April, so because they more or less broke even, paid themselves off. So I could probably move that to like a different spreadsheet on its own. So, but all the KS2 still going, the DIMO still going, and GeoNet. Obviously, these are fairly new ones. Helium still going, so I'll keep them in there just because it's easier to have everything together. So, but anywho, until the next video, we'll catch you later.